Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Thing Is. Oh my gosh, today I'm so super excited because today I get to have two guys on the show with me and I've never done that before. So I'm really excited as to what's going to come out of this conversation. So today I have with me JaySmoke and K-So. Please tell me I got that right.
You got that right.
Yeah,
K-So.
Okay, do it again.
K-So.
K-So. Okay.
It's a soul.
Okay.
It's an S-O.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So. Oh.
So it's not soul.
No.
Okay. Interesting. So, you sent me an article this week.
Right.
And I read that article. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of a little bit confused.
Okay.
You were talking about dating and you said that you shouldn't date.
Right.
Explain your article to me because I was so lost after reading it. I need some clarity here. Give me some clarity. Help me.
Okay. I'm just gonna summarize it. And basically what I was saying is that as Christians, we are not called to date. But we're called to court each other. All right. But the courting starts after you've known the person for a while.
Okay.
Okay. You know them, their ins and their outs, their bad side, their good side. Sorry. And you've decided that, okay, even though I know all the aspects of the person, I still want to take them to be my wife or to be my husband. Then you start courting, right? And then from the courting, you move into marriage.
Okay, but...
So that's just a summary of the whole
thing. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you here. So what's the difference between dating and courting? Give me the definition of both.
With dating, as we all know, it's in the worldly perspective, is you meet somebody, right? You like the person.
Yeah.
And you have this, sort of say, covenant with the person. Okay, I'm your boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. So that means that you have a relationship with them.
Right.
You can't talk to anybody else. They cannot flirt with anybody else. They can't do anything with anybody else.
Hey, should you be flirting?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by flirting. For me, flirting just to get to know the person.
He's digging himself a hole. He's not even backing you. He's just quite like, bro, you're on your own.
Just get to know other people. You can't really be doing that. You can't be spending some other time with some other girl or some other guy, over a period of time.
Okay.
You're dating somebody.
Right.
So that is different. With what I'm talking about, you can have friends. As many as you want.
But I thought courtship is more about this is the person that I'm courting with a view to dating.
Right.
That one person.
That's what I'm saying.
How can you court 5 people?
No, you're not courting 5 people. You're friending 5 people. When you decide on a person that you want to be with forever, then you start courting that person.
So how does that work though? So if I decide I'm going to court somebody, right? But I like there's 5 guys here.
Yeah.
I like all of them. So what do I do? Am I
you don't like all 5 guys?
Yeah, I like 5 of them. I don't know which one I want to choose yet.
So you just keep being friends till you know which one you want to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, so if but one of them might say, okay, I want to take you to the cinema.
That's friendship. And you go to cinema with your friends, right?
Just the 2 of us are good. Is that not a date?
That's not a date. You're going to cinema
What's
with
the
friends.
difference? It's a date.
That's a date.
Okay,
Help me out. So tell me, what do you think?
Okay, so the concept of dating, like he said, it has nothing to do with the Christian. It's actually supposed to be the courtship. You've seen the person. This is a choice you've made. And then you marry the person.
Right.
That the dating, that's why we even say, I'm going on a date. So what are you going on a date for? So some say, okay, you can go on dates with several people. I feel like that's confusion.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like that's a confusion because...
So you court several people instead?
No.
That's where the friendship comes in. During the stage of friendship, you get to know, the kind of person, who that person is.
But do you not feel like emotionally you're going to be invested in all these different people?
It's friendship. Okay, we are friends. Okay, we're friends. We've gone out. We've had a couple of drinks. We are talking as friends, getting to know each other.
The truth of the matter is that you always have a friend above all the friends.
Okay.
Which you might probably end up calling your best friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of friends.
Right.
But as time goes, you start spending more time with a particular person than the rest of them.
But if you don't make your intentions clear to that person, that person can then start to be looking at other people because you've almost friend zoned the person.
That's why you don't put any strings on it.
Yeah, but then you've lost somebody because you haven't made... Of course, because you haven't made your intentions clear. If you like me and you haven't told me that you like me, I think you don't like me. Because you've not told me...
Like you like how? Like you like how?
Like you want to have a more progressive relationship with me. You have not told me.
So if I don't want to do that, what happens?
Okay, if you don't want to do that, that's fine.
So we're still friends, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
but I've friend zoned you now. Once you enter the friend zone, you ain't coming back. Like there's no saving you after that.
Why?
Because you're my friend, and I can't unsee you as a friend once I've seen you as a friend.
I don't understand that. Like I don't.
So I'm saying that there can nothing can happen after being friends.
Yeah.
No, because I've now decided that I'm looking at other people because I've completely friend zoned you.
Why?
I almost see you as my brother now. Because I've looked, that's how I've looked at you. You've not shown me, because you've not shown me that you're interested.
Let's take for example, right? We spend so much time together, right? I like your vibe, you like my vibe.
Yeah.
We talk all the time, right? And you saying that you want me to elevate that relationship to another level.
Yes.
At a particular time. If that doesn't happen, it's never going to happen for you again.
Nah, probably not.
Why?
Because I'm going to be looking somewhere else. Because I'm not going to sit and wait and hope that you're going to notice me.
So that means that if I call you to go out with me, you're not going to go out with me.
I'll go with you as a friend, and that is it, strictly platonic. But while you're there, I'm sitting down eating KFC with you. I just saw a nice guy walk in. Woo, okay.
So
and I'll tell you about it.
Relationship with another guy.
Then I'll be like, that guy's fine. While you're sitting there, you like me, but you haven't told me. So then, okay.
So you're just gonna vibe with the other person and then start something all over again?
Absolutely, because you've not told me that you're interested. So how am I supposed to know?
So you prefer dating, instant dating, than
it's not. So you can get
process to get to the person before you decide. Okay, maybe the person is just a friend or not a friend. And then
so I feel like it can get messy if we don't clarify it properly. For me.
So at what point do you want to clarify?
Okay, so for me.
Yeah.
If there's someone I like, okay, we can be talking. We may talk every day back and forth, right? But we haven't said we're official yet. We're just kind of testing the waters. Do I like you or not? You know, that kind of thing. But then it almost you get to a point where it's almost unsaid that you're almost dating. Like, I wouldn't expect him to be looking at somebody else after a certain amount of time. But then at a certain level, you also have to make it official to me. Like, I need to know what this is, because I'm not going to say I'm going to turn off every other guy, because you've not come to ask me anything.
But he's not telling you to turn any other person.
Then that means he's not serious, and if he's not fighting for me, then what are we talking about here? Because if you like me, then let me know that you like me, and then I know, okay, I'm reserving my feelings for you. But if you don't tell me that, how do I know?
I think I agree with that though. That
Thank
it
you.
has to be made clear.
Yeah.
Like, see, if like I have 5 female friends, and okay, they are all fine, but then there's one I'm interested in. I don't think I'll be wasting time just being in a talking stage with everyone.
Right.
I'll go straight to the point that this is the one I want to be with.
Yeah.
And then the conversation moves to another level.
Exactly.
And then the courtship comes in.
Right.
I get it. But what I'm saying is that at what stage? Because right now, in the world that we live in today, it's more or less like instant.
Yeah.
You go to a place, you go to a party, you go to a bar, you go to a church, whatever it is. You see a nice person, you like the person, you don't even know them from anywhere. And the first thing you're thinking of is, let's start a relationship.
No, I don't think it should be like that. I think you have to know the person. Do I actually like the person? You know, what the person thinks. Do we actually mesh? Because that's an important part of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I can't just like you physically, because if we get married, that's not all I'm going to see from you every day, right? There's got to be depth to it. So we need to see if our values align.
Exactly.
That has to be, and I feel like that happens before dating.
Okay, so how long do you think that should take?
I think it depends. I think there's some people you probably hit it off with almost immediately. Like,
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit it off with the person almost. I mean, obviously that's what you're looking for. You want to be able to vibe with the person.
Yeah.
So you have a great conversation with the person, and it's just smooth, it's just sailing, and you feel like, oh yeah, I think I like this person.
Yeah.
And then what next?
So then you kind of I feel like that at that point it's unsaid, but you both know what you're doing. But then one of you has to make it clear. Look, what is happening here? One of you can say it.
How can
like,
you
what
be so
is
sure
this?
what's happening then? You guys are just vibing.
You've been talking every day. Do you talk to all your friends every day?
For how long?
I think the timing works differently for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some it could be a month. For some it could be 3 months.
That's
for some 6 months. So I think the timing, there's no specific time as to
exactly
when they can know that something is going on, but everyone has their specific time.
Yeah. Because look, if you don't want to lose the person, no. If you see a girl and you've been talking for a week and you just get on, are you prepared to lose her because you haven't said?
Yo, a week. I mean, like,
yeah, because you haven't said. You know what? I like you. Yeah, you can vibe, but you know,
there's
I like.
so many layers to a human being. I mean, that you can't just.
Of course.
Tell within a week.
You can't. But you can make your intentions clear. Like, I really like you, and I'd like to explore this further. You haven't necessarily
dating.
You're not necessarily dating, but you just want to explore it further.
So you're just been friends then.
As someone said, it's soft launch.
So at that point, you're just being friends.
Yeah, you're being friends, but you're closer friends than what you are to maybe some of the other people.
But
you probably touch base with this person every day.
But you can still talk to other people.
This is why I said, if you like her, you make your intentions clear. You make your intentions clear, so she's not talking to other people, because then she knows what she's going to do.
That means you're locking the person, even though you're not ready to marry the person.
Sometimes you're just not ready to marry the person. It might take you 2 years before you're ready to marry the person, 3 years maybe. So, but that doesn't mean you can't.
So why are you locking them down?
Okay. So I remember JaySmoke spoke about. I remember something he said. I think it's from the blog you read concerning, like, if you're not ready to marry this person, then don't get into a relationship with the person. Yes, I think that's where he's going. If like, and the time too is an issue. Why should you lock someone for that long? You need to be ready. Like, give yourself, okay, now I'm ready to be with this person within this space of time. Marriage can happen.
Right.
But then if it's just we are getting into it and
2
we
years
don't know
just to dating, 3 years just to dating, 4 years to dating.
No. But you should know. I feel like when you date someone, after a certain amount of time, you know whether you have good intentions with this person or not. You know after a couple of months whether this person could potentially be someone for life for you.
Right.
You kind of know, and it's up to you once you've done those few months to say, I'm going to take it further, or this is not going to happen. And don't drag it out. You don't need to wait 2 years to know if you would potentially marry someone or not. You know.
So why don't you just go ahead and marry the person?
Because you still have a lot to discover. People have baggage, you know.
So why them down? Why you let them down? Why you let them down and say, that's my girlfriend, baggage, and you might not marry the person?
But you have to, because if not, the girl's going to go somewhere else. Some other slick guy is going to be like, okay, this guy's not moving fast, let me get in there. So you want her to turn off from everybody else.
If she's not worth being a friend, because you're going to lose her as a friend, what makes you think that she's worth being a wife if she's going to leave you because you're friends?
But it's not that she wants to leave you. You haven't told her that you like her. Because you don't want to date her. Meanwhile, there's some other guys like, I'm ready to date you.
That's what I'm saying. So do you believe in that whole soulmate concept?
I don't believe that there's one soulmate for you in the world. I believe there are several people and they all maybe serve different purposes.
Okay, so you the fact that, like, you're with somebody right now, you're talking to somebody right now, and tomorrow they find some other guy, and they decide to go and be with that guy. You feel like, do you feel that meant that she's not meant for you, or it was you that faulted and she left?
It could be either one. You have to know if someone is serious or not. I think you'll pretty much know if someone is serious or not, especially with guys, I have to say. A guy, like, I feel like guys, if they're interested in you, they will do the most for you. They will chase you pretty much. They'll be in your messages every day. They'll be texting. Do you know what I mean? There's some form of communication, but I feel like if the girl is the one always having to chase up, then the guy's not serious about you anyway.
Okay. I mean, like, for me, like I was saying earlier on, I just believe that, dating has caused a lot of friendship, a lot of good friendships to end prematurely. You know what I'm saying? Because I can vouch right now that a lot of people who are watching this right now are not friends with their exes. Because they dated, even though the person is a good person, they dated, probably cheated on you, and that was it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there can be such great friendship in there, because they decide to do this whole dating thing. They didn't get to know this person properly. Just enter this dating from the onset, and then you found out that he's like this, he's like that, he's like that, and because of that, you cannot give him your love. You know what I'm saying?
But
And it ended.
But you know, it's not every friendship that you have where you can potentially marry the person. I get on very well with guys, right? Very easily. Guys for me, they're very simple, easy to get on with, way more than females, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I have to marry every guy that I get along with.
Right.
I don't believe in that.
Right.
So it really is down to a choice that you're going to make. And I don't think necessarily saying friendship is the basis for you being able to marry the person. Like, you have to be the best of friends. Sometimes you shouldn't marry your friend.
Really?
Yeah, I really do think
How do you explain that?
I've been there. Sometimes there are people that you should just stay friends with.
Right.
Because it's better. Just because we get on and we can laugh and we can be on the phone every day doesn't mean I should marry you.
Okay.
But maybe there are other aspects to us that we are not compatible in.
But friendship should be at the top, though.
There should be friendship there, absolutely, but that's not the be all and the end all.
Right. Right. And I can say, I mean, like, how many of your exes are you now friends with?
I don't actually have many exes, honestly speaking.
Okay.
I was married for a long time. I'm going through a divorce, but I was married for a long time. So my exes are from when I was early 20s.
Oh, okay.
They don't mean anything. Like, what was their name again?
I'm just trying to say that, like, a lot of people go through that whole phase.
Yeah.
And they just break up with the person. And going into that friendship zone, it's just next to impossible.
Yes,
you know?
but I mean, how many people want to be friends with their exes? Let's be real. There's a pain there. I mean, who wants to walk around with pain? Like, I'm seeing you every day, we're still trying to be friends.
Exactly.
Now you come to talk to me about your new girlfriend, but I still love you. I mean, no one wants that, so you cut it off, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying
you
is that
can't be
if you
friends.
had not skipped that friendship side when you met first, if you had not skipped that friendship process and actually gone through that whole friendship process, something there would have told you that this guy is not meant to be your husband, your wife. Or not meant to be your boyfriend.
Yeah, but that just comes from getting to know someone, right?
Yeah.
That means you don't marry. Like, you can date the person, but you don't marry. That's the one you need to be careful of, the marriage.
The marriage.
Because that one solidifies everything.
Heartbroken just by dating people.
But it's inevitable.
If you're friendship,
It's
if you're friends,
inevitable.
it's not going to happen.
Who told you that?
How's it going to happen with friends? You
I've
get
had
heartbroken
friends.
with your friends.
Listen, I've had friends. Let me tell you a story, okay? When I was in college, right, there was this guy, I really liked him. We were great friends, but he was not interested in me. Like, oh, my heart was broken. The way I've been, this guy, oh my gosh, the way I'll look for clothes before I see this guy, like he was so fine to me, but he just wasn't interested. And my heart was broken. We were not dating, but my heart was broken.
Why was your heart broken?
Because I really liked him.
As a friend?
Yes, I really liked him.
He likes you as a friend too, no?
Yeah, he likes me as a friend, but
no, so you see, so let's so this thing that we're discussing, there are assumptions and there are principles.
Yeah.
So when it comes to love, you know, we are talking about relationship, okay? And for us, we'll take it from the biblical aspect. There are different kinds of love, and the love that exists between friends is different from the love that you have in a relationship between a male and a female.
Yeah.
So it's definitely possible that you were heartbroken because you were feeling something different, which is the Bible calls the erotic love, which you were having for
I told
him.
you that was erotic.
It comes from a Greek word, eros.
Yes.
So, but then the friend was just seeing you as a friend. That's why she was heartbroken. So it's possible to be heartbroken by a friend because the feeling is not mutual.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's because she went ahead of herself, right?
But
She
women,
might have
no,
herself.
but come on now. Women tend to be emotionally invested in things like this before men are.
Yes.
You see, that's why it's important for a man to clarify his feelings for the woman as early as possible, because no woman wants to go into anything and start having feelings for someone and the person is unsure or you don't know. You don't want to put your heart there because women get heartbroken very easily. I know men do too, but women primarily get their heart broken first. And so you have to make your intentions clear.
So why don't you just relax?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Just relax.
Do you have a girlfriend?
This time,
No, I'm single right now. I'm single. Just relax.
But you have many friends.
I have female friends. Just relax. I'm not, listen, it's simple. Yo, make as many friends as you want, Charlie. There's no rush. You know what I'm saying? Make as many friends as you want. You know what I'm saying? If he's the one for you, if she's the one for you, naturally you guys are going to meet at the top somewhere, and you know what I'm saying? That connection is going to be there. You don't have to rush it now and then get up there and then realize that it's not the person for you, and then you break it up.
Well, why are you using the word rush?
Because, you're rushing it because you don't even know the person from Jack. You just met the person. You guys having a one-on-two conversation.
Okay, I'm going to...
And you feel like
no, I'm going to challenge you. Do you know there are people that have been married for 10 years that don't know each other?
Yeah, I know.
So how much longer would you want them to stay together? 10 years.
And what makes you think that relationship is the right one for them?
But they're in it. They're in it. But it's been that long.
Yes. They're not happy.
But okay, so you date someone for 10 years, you still might not know the person.
What would you do with the person for 10 years? You shouldn't do that.
But there are people in long relationships that still, the guy still cannot make up his mind whether he wants this girl or not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shouldn't even be there. As far as I'm concerned, that shouldn't even be happening.
There has to be a point at which you make a commitment to one person.
That's true. That's true. And I'm saying that, like once you find yourself like, okay, like let me give you an example. Right? This was a pastor, right? He was at his church. And this young guy, he was in his teens, right? He came to him and said, hey, Pastor, hi, I'm so excited. I want to introduce you to my girlfriend, right? And the pastor was like, oh, that's great. You know what I'm saying? When are you guys going to get married? You know what I'm saying? Let me call your moms and call your dads and get married. I was like, no, Pastor, relax. And I was like, what are you talking about? Why you want to be friends, have a girlfriend at this stage if you're not ready to marry the person? For me, what I'm saying is that, like, if you want to have a girlfriend, right, be ready to marry the person.
But you can't know that until you've dated.
No, why do you have to date them?
You do have to date the person.
Because don't just be friends with the person.
No, because you know what? Let me tell you the reason why. Because when you date someone, you go on a deeper level with the person than just surface friendship. And sometimes they are not real with you.
But,
that's the chance that you take. That's a risk,
right? But if
you're
friends with the person, he's as real as he wants to be with you.
No.
You sure?
You need to be deeper than... I'm telling you, if I was to be dating you, right? Or not dating you, if I was to be friends with you, right? And you take me to the cinema and tomorrow you go with another girl, trust me, I'm not picking up the phone to you tomorrow.
Why?
I'm not.
But we're just friends. Come on, really?
Please. No, that just sounds like player language to me. Let me just...
Are you serious? We're just friends.
No, that sounds like player language to me.
You're telling me that you don't go to the cinema with any friends or just one person?
Then there's a group of us, we're all going, like, we both know we're platonic. The two of us are going.
You're not dating, you know.
But while I'm in the cinema, I'm going to tell you about this guy that I like because we're completely platonic.
Wow.
Yes.
So okay, now let's break this down.
Break it down, brother.
We are going to break it down together. So, friend, dating, courtship, marriage.
Yeah.
And then we say dating is not part. So friend to courtship to marriage. So what happens during the courtship?
So, ask me?
You answer.
Okay, let me answer. So the courtship in most churches is about 3 months or thereabout, right? So with the courtship, you basically just working the fundamentals of marriage. Okay?
Which are what?
Which are like, sometimes they used to check your blood group, they used to check, your background information, they used to check stuff like that, And then once that is done and everything is clear, then you go ahead and get married. You know what I'm saying? But with dating, you're really basically entering that to find out whether the person is the right person for you or not. With courtship, it's not about whether the person is right for you or not. Okay? It's about checking out if everything is set for marriage. That's what courtship is.
So you've gone from having several friends to now going to do checkups to get ready to marry the person.
I don't get it. No, several friends, like friendship involves several friends. Right? Once you pick that one person, then you move to courtship.
Okay, how quickly do you pick that one person?
How quickly do you pick that one person?
Yeah. Because it sounds to me like you missed a whole step. You've built your house without a foundation.
How? That's what I keep telling you that, like, when you're friends with people, like I have a lot of friends, okay? There's going to come a point in time that friendship is going to narrow down to a few people, okay? Because of our mutual interests and stuff like that.
Right.
And gradually to narrow down to just one person. Okay? Once you get to that point, I don't know how long that's going to take for you to find that one person that understands you, that flows with your vibe, that understands your goals, that supports you, you know, and all those things. You know what I'm saying? Once you're able to find that naturally, not by force or by, you know, forcing down somebody that because they're a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and so they have to take on that role by force. But naturally, the person just likes your vibe. Okay, they like where you're going. You know, they like what you do. You know, they just like you generally. Once you find that one person, then you move into courtship. You ask them
3 months, and then you get married.
You ask them to marry you, yes, and 3 months you get married to the person.
Hey,
Yes.
I do not agree.
No, so I believe during the friendship, you know,
Yes.
the things about marriage before courtship, friendship, courtship.
There has to be a
marriage.
step.
Now, in the friendship, there are certain things like this vibe we say. As a Christian, what's the vibe?
Yeah, what is the vibe?
So for me, the vibe is we share the same faith. The vibe is we have the same values. The vibe is we are attracted to each other.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you have the same morals, though. Okay, we both go to church. We have that. But that doesn't mean a whole lot more. There's a lot more depth to it than that.
And that's the danger in picking just one person and doing that way for a couple of years and realizing that no, she's not the person. And then you have to start all over again with another person.
So do you not think you've wasted somebody's time?
By doing that dating thing, yes, you have. But if you're friends with people, right, without that pressure, right, on that person to become something that you want to marry, right? You're just friends with them on a friendship level. Naturally, hey, what's up? You know, you pick up the phone. You're the person I'm thinking about. What's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You hang up. Tomorrow, she's the one that's calling you, checking up on you. You know what I'm saying? You just have that friendship vibe going on with yourselves.
I wish you well on your journey. I'm telling you. Because me, I cannot agree.
It is. I mean, like, if you don't do that, that's why you're going to definitely have several relationships back and forth every time.
Okay, so do you know people that have done it this way without dating?
A lot of Christians are doing it.
Who's a lot of Christians? I'm sorry, because I got married in church.
Okay.
I got married in church, but I did date. I'd say date. I'm getting divorced.
Okay, but did you do the friendship thing?
We were friends.
For how long?
Okay, so from the time that I knew him to the time I got married was probably 1.5 years.
A year and a half.
Yes, to do the whole process, 1.5 years.
Okay, so what I'm trying to get is that, you know, you didn't have that vibe, like, not the vibe, that freedom to be you.
I was free to be, I'd say
because because you wanted something from this relationship, right?
Yeah.
You wanted something positive to come out of this relationship. So you had to put on certain roles, certain characteristics that were not you to make that work.
Perhaps
You know what I'm
to an
saying?
extent.
And then when that happens, and then you're successful in getting that to work, right? What happens naturally is that we tend to go back to who we really are, because we've gotten what we want from this whole.
I understand what you're saying.
Exactly. So when you go back to who you originally are, that's when the conflict starts coming up, and he goes back to who he originally was. Okay, then okay.
So you're saying that we were on our best behavior
Exactly.
during that
just
time,
to make
and then
that thing happen.
no, I don't think so.
That's what's happening.
No, I don't think so.
That's what happens.
We got on very well, like great friends, but we had no business getting married. Absolutely zero business getting married. Because eventually, you know, when you get married, people evolve, things change, you have different experiences, you go out to work, I go out to work. We're now experiencing different things, right? And so sometimes to still be together, it becomes hard because you're having different experiences, you're seeing different things. So my take on the whole thing is, I believe, in a way, what you're saying, but I don't like to remove the word dating.
Okay.
You can see other people. I don't feel like you should date one person because you don't know what else is out there. And I say this all the time, and these people always come for me, right? So I feel like you should be able to, I'm looking at you, whatever, right? But at some point, I'm going to say, this is the one that I'm going to elevate. And that's the person that I'm dating before I court you. I don't want to court you yet until I've seen some things from you first.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're missing a whole step, a very important step. Dating is going to tell you so many things, right? You're going to cry together. You're going to laugh together. There's going to be some tragic things. Like, things are going to happen during that dating time. And that person needs to know that you are that one person that's there for them.
Okay. Are you going to say something? Let me ask you, what is that one thing, or that two things, that three things that you can do whilst you're dating somebody that you can't do whilst they're your friend?
I feel like you go onto a deeper level. Your conversations are going to be a lot more deep. You're going to probably share intimate details about certain things that you wouldn't necessarily share with your friends.
Why?
Because that's part of getting to know someone. That person gets to know you.
When I'm saying friends, deepness. I'm talking about the higher level of friendship, besties level.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you can still share certain things with somebody who is just your date than with somebody who's at the bestie level? Why?
Because it's just different. There are some intimate parts of me that I don't want to necessarily share with my friend, but I'll share with my potential partner or my whatever.
And you can't even share with your best friend.
Yeah.
I may not want to. There may be some things that are personal that maybe I just don't want. Remember, I feel like when it comes to friendship serves different purposes. So you can have different friends for different things, right?
Yeah.
So there's not one friend that will serve every purpose in your life. Some friends are great for going out with. Some people's friends are great for sharing things with. Some people are great for something else. So friends are on different levels, right? But I think that sometimes it's not everything that you want to share with this one person. You just don't want to. But if this is going to be your life partner, you want to share everything openly with.
Okay, I think you were saying something about how people always frown on you when you say date several people, right? I think I can understand why they will frown on that, because from a worldly perspective, dating, like you said, takes you to a deeper relationship with a person. It actually even involves having sex with a person. You
don't have to have sex.
What it does in a certain world.
So are you saying that for Christians? Because I'm saying for Christians, because you've taken out dating, that means you don't have sex because you're just going from being friends to courting. So there is no sex involved. So if a Christian is saying they're dating, that means they're having sex with the person.
It could possibly be. Yes!
No.
Yep.
No.
80% of the time, they're having sex.
Listen, if two people want to have sex, they're going to have sex regardless. Two friends can even have sex.
Yeah, but
you can't tell me that you went to the cinema. You went to the cinema with your friend.
Yeah.
It was a very intimate movie. Before you know, your hand is going this way. The first hand is just, before you know it, the two friends have had sex.
Then, as a friend, you know that you shouldn't be doing this.
As boyfriend and girlfriend, you know you shouldn't be doing this.
You think so?
Yes.
No.
As boyfriend and girlfriend.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. What stops you? The word boyfriend and girlfriend stops you from having sex?
When you become boyfriend and girlfriend, right? In our society, it is the norm to sleep with a person.
It can be, yes.
It's not.
It's self-control. It's self-control. If I'm dating someone, I don't have to sleep. Well, okay, let me say that. Let me say that again, just for clarity's sake. Okay, let me clarify dating. Dating doesn't mean that I've necessarily committed to this one person yet, right? This is me. Yes. For me, there is surface level dating. I'm going out on a date with someone. Let me say, I'm not dating. I'm going out on a date with someone. I don't have to sleep with you at all. But then there's going to be a point as to where I am now dating you. That means now I'm not looking at anybody else now. It's me and you. Okay. That is it.
And at that point, it's okay to have sex with them.
I mean, people make their choices. That one's personal preference. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's one of the pressures of dating. That's one of the pressures of dating.
I think that's a pressure that everybody has. Everybody with organs is going to have that pressure, whether you're dating or not.
I don't want to sleep with my friend.
Come on, your friend is beautiful, whether or not you might want to sleep with them.
I don't feel to sleep with them.
Can I speak freely?
Sure then.
Okay, so most men, right, they have to bust a nut, right? Yeah? Right? Yeah? He's wiping his forehead. They have to bust a nut, right? So either they're going to masturbate or they're going to get a girl.
No, technically, I mean, like, from a secular worldly point of view, yes.
So, okay, we're talking about Christian men. We're talking about Christian men. So what do Christian men do?
I mean, we have the Holy Spirit to guide us, and at certain levels in your growth in Christianity, you develop certain lifestyles that help you overcome certain temptations.
Okay, what are those lifestyles?
I mean, Me, for instance, like, I mean, I've become so spirit focused that, you know, like, certain things don't even cross my mind anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I can actually even see a naked person and certain thoughts don't come back into my mind. You know, I don't struggle with just turning my eye from it and just moving on and just totally forgetting what I just said. You know what I'm saying? And it's what you call it. It also has to do with your spiritual growth. You know, if you're a baby Christian, obviously you're now growing in Christian, so there are certain temptations that will hit you hard. You know what I'm saying? And if you're matured in that same faith, you know, you can also go into that same space and not be tempted the way a Christian would be.
So are you saying that when you become a mature Christian, you don't have these urges anymore?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say you don't have it.
They
you
come
do.
as a temptation.
Yes. I'm not saying that you don't have it. No. What I'm saying, you don't have it. You need to control yourself. There's something called self-control. Let's break into self-control. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to control it. You know what I'm saying? You don't just give in to everything your flesh tells you to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So once you grow spiritually, you're able to like control on a different level. Yeah, basically. But everybody's human. Like I said, I mean, Charlie, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
It's just how we have better ways of controlling it than those who are not being led by the Spirit. Yeah.
I feel like it, I mean, I know you're talking about Christianity, but I feel for everybody there should be an element of self-control anyway, because I don't think it's healthy for people to be just going around, sleeping around. It's just, for me personally, I just feel like you're almost devaluing yourself if you do that, right?
Yeah.
So you have to have some sort of morals about you.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me this, right? Seeing as we're going down the whole Christianity route, right? Would you date a woman that has been sexually active in the past? I'm talking to you, bro. He's looking forward. I'm talking to you.
You know, so the thing is, your past is the past.
Yes.
So it's between you and I now. I don't have to use that against you. After all, you were brought up in a different way. I was brought up in a different way.
Yeah.
Probably what got you into that is not the same situation I find myself. So if I'm going to say, oh, because you've been so sexually active, so I'm not going to date you, it's like I'm using your past against you. And God does not do that. He's already forgiven you. All the sins are forgiven. As a matter of fact, you know, in the realm of the spirit, I know this is going to sound funny, but it's the truth. God can make you a virgin again. Not a virgin to say that you are a virgin. But then in the realm of the spirit, he doesn't see you as someone who has slept around.
Okay.
So why should I be the one to be collaborating with Satan and accusing you of your past? So even if you've been sexually active in the past, I don't think it's an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about for you?
For me,
I'm hoping I wasn't going to call you out.
They say what you don't know, don't
But
kill
you know, you know. She's been very open and honest with you because you've gone through your courtship, and she's telling you this is what has been in my past.
Okay, so she told me that okay, she's been sexually active in the past and whatnot, but there has to be a but somewhere.
What's the but?
But I am a new person now. I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It can't be I was sexually active in the past, so this is who I am. I'm going to keep doing it. So if that is not for me, you know what I'm saying? There has to be that. It's like you said, spiritually, God can create a new person in you. But you have to be born again for that to happen. You can't just be the same you and expect God to just change you. You need to have that renewal of mind. So for me, the past is the past. You know, the Bible says God creates you're now a new creation in Christ. The moment you become born again, you're a new creation in Christ. So it is new beginnings for me and you at this point in time. So yeah, that but has to come in. If there's no but, I can't take it. But if there's a but, definitely we can roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about if her body count is very I'm not letting you go easily.
You see this thing about body counting. I'll go back to what I said previously. God says we are the temple. We are his temple. God and you, who loves this person the most?
Right. Good.
God loves the person even more than you do.
Right.
So you thinking about their body count, I feel like it's a kind of pride. You want to use that against them, saying, oh, they've slept with too many people. Me, I've not even slept with anyone, or it's just one or two people.
Right.
It's like you're comparing. That comparison is not even good.
Yeah.
So like I said earlier, and I'll say it again, it's forgiving, and everything can be refreshed. And like JaySmoke said, you have to make up your mind that you're not going back to that number of body count thing. Yes, you are moving forward. So that shouldn't, again, I'll say that shouldn't be held against the person. Yes.
Okay.
It reminds me of I think the Prophet Hosea. One of the prophets in the Bible.
Married a prostitute.
He married a prostitute, even though she had not decided she wants to convert. She actually stayed a prostitute throughout the whole thing, right?
Really?
She didn't convert. Yeah, and he kept going. She kept going, doing her own thing.
Trying to remember the story.
Really?
But what I'm saying is that unless God comes and tells you that, yo, this is the girl for you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to marry her, even though she's not thinking about change whatsoever. I have a plan. So go ahead and marry her. I'm going to do my thing. Unless you've heard that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't suggest that, you go for somebody who's not changed. I want to walk down that narrow path. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to say no to all your past life and start walking on that narrow path. So, I mean, somebody has to be very sure of themselves and before they can make that transition. So if you want to go down that road with that person, you have to make sure that they know and understand what is coming ahead of them. And then if they're able to do that, then you can roll with them.
So if you slipped up, right, and you slept with your friend before you spotted, right, would you still, would you still marry the person potentially? Would that make you want to marry the person faster? Or would you say, I can't do this because now we've messed up?
Oh, nah, that sleeping, I mean, fornication, is the same thing as lying. It's the same thing as stealing, it's the same thing as cheating, it's all sin. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short every now and then. I'm saying, so I cannot say, because I did this with you, damn, I cannot marry you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that unless, she's active in it. She keeps pressing you for it, even though you've done it once and you both know it was a mistake. She keeps coming back to you to do it, even though she knows that it's not right. Then that's something that she doesn't understand. That we're not on the same wavelength here, so that might be a problem. But if we both understand that it was a slip, we're not going to do it again. I'm saying that we both work at it and make sure that it doesn't happen again. So definitely we can still go. But once she starts coming back and coming back, I'm saying, even though you told her, yo man, it's not like that. Definitely you guys are not on the same path.
Okay, so just as a final question as we wrap up, okay? So where do you think are some safe places that you can go for dates with these friends of yours? Because honestly, for me, I just feel like everywhere is like intimate. It's, what's a safe date?
What's a safe date?
Yeah. She's gonna come over to your house to cook? Like, what's safe?
For me, I believe, actually earlier on, what is that thing that you can do with somebody that you're dating that you can't do with somebody you're a friend with? And for me personally, I believe the only thing you can't do with a friend is sleep with them. I can do anything and everything with a friend. You know what I'm saying? So we can go watch a movie. We're just friends. We can come to my house, we can play games. We can read the Bible together. We can go on a walk. Basically anything a friend can do with another friend.
You're going to tell me there's no sexual chemistry.
That thing can be really dangerous, doing all those things together.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Like, it can stir up certain things.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you can't control your emotions,
See, you can understand. You understand that before you marry somebody, you need to be sexually attracted to them as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just come into your house to cook, you're watching film.
All those things are part of the test. You know what I'm saying? You need to know whether this person, you are sexually attracted to the person or not.
Okay. So during that process of coming to your place to cook and all that, you would be able to know that
it's not something you look forward to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something that happens. You know what I'm saying? And you realize that, oh man, child, maybe I'm actually sexually attracted to this person. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus for you. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't what do you call it? You don't push for it to happen more. You know what I'm saying?
But look, listen, this is blood flow we're talking about. Sometimes, listen, whether you might want your mind to be there or not, sometimes you can't control it. So that's not a safe...
You don't go to the bedroom and be doing things
Hey, do you think it's only bedroom it can happen?
See, that
is... Listen, right?
Oh my word. Even King Solomon said in Proverbs that he doesn't understand the way a man acts in the presence of a woman. Because there's always going to be that
chemistry.
Chemistry going on. So whilst all that is going on, the cooking, the cleaning, the movies and all that, you know, anything can happen.
Oh, come on, man. What can happen? Are you kidding me right now?
Charlie.
No, it can happen. But
It
then
can
that is
happen.
why, that is so, let's be on both sides. I don't think it's one or the other. Anything can happen, and that is why as a Christian, you have the Holy Spirit to help you with self-control.
Yes.
So it's a choice you make. Either you are going with self-control or you are playing a free game.
As a Christian,
Get chaperoned.
You need to self-control.
Of course,
You know, you need
the
to
self-control there, it's needed.
You know.
But we all know that usually it's not always that the self-control, people are able to submit to it. That's the truth. That's
So
the fact.
you say we shouldn't do anything?
No. But I'm saying that that's how you said, why you said as a Christian, you need to grow up so that you be able to manifest that virtue of self-control. Yeah, so it's a process.
So when you mature as a Christian, then you can now start doing these things.
It's all part of the spiritual growth. It's a growth. Not that you are waiting to mature, but as you are hearing God's word on a daily basis, you are going to church, you are in a fellowship. You know, some are going and things are happening, and along the line they stop. Some are going and they are still doing whatever they want to do. You get it? So you have to know how you are walking with God and listening to what the Spirit is telling you and how you manifest those virtues.
I hear. So are you also single?
No, I'm not.
Are you married? Are you married?
I'm not married to.
Okay. So hold on. So are you in the friend? Are you in the friend zone? Then?
He's eyeing some.
Okay. So you haven't reached courtship stage yet.
No.
You're friends with. You got a friend.
Yes.
Okay. He has a friend. I hear. Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on to talk to me.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate it
having
very
us.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's the end of today's video. It's been very interesting. I think I'm still confused. You probably are too, but anyway. But yeah. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Nutitfafa.